there is a new bike here. Indeed, as some of you who faithfully watch all of these uploads noticed, I did receive a Polygon Siskiu T7E mountain bike. 150 millimeters of travel front and rear, Shimano EP8 motor, 630 watt-hour battery, 12-speed Shimano SLX drivetrain. This one has Shimano SLX brakes. I've got it set up tubeless on the Entity wheels, and this thing was graciously sent over to me to play with by Bikes Online. And if you're interested in some insight as to how that works, how bikes get sent to the channel, basically a representative from a company will reach out and ask, hey, do you want to try this bike on your channel, make some content around it? And then you're usually set up in a system to create like a link that is a tracking code that when, say, someone like yourself goes and checks it out, they can see how many people do that. If someone purchases one, then they usually reward you with a little bit of commission because you got them there. But if, they find that it's like not a good ROI, they eventually just like... Anyway, this is my first ride on this thing. It needs to be broken in, the brakes need to be bedded in. I need to find out if I have everything where I kind of want it to be. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, rolling up to a feature that I have not done yet. Not gonna look scary, but I'm doing it. Oh my God. Okay. In comparison to this one, which should be scarier, but isn't. Look at this. This is not a difficult rock slab to ride at all. I know it was nothing to look at on the way down, but when you come over this rock is so precarious. When you look down at this from up there, it just looks like it wants to grab your front wheel and kill you. So I've been here on Old Relatable, Fun Norton, and Fast Norton, and I've never gone down this. But I knew it was fine. Just kind of made it a point to go down it today. Unsurprisingly, totally fine. You know what? I'm not going to reshoot that. So I purposely chose a more techie, less bike parky, less kind of manicured and built trail because I already know that this thing's going to be a great time at Wentworth, at Kepik, White Rock in New Brunswick, Poly, all those places. It is going to absolutely smash them. It's just going to allow me to go up the hill without having to use the chairlift. I love that. But the curiosity was sort of killing me. Like, can I ride this thing in trail mode through some of this stuff that you really got to do a lot of footwork through? Like, you got to be like keeping your feet level. You're gonna be like trying to get the hub engaged, trying not to hit your feet and stuff. And will using an e-bike really throw things off? And I will report, as a first timer with a bike that's being broken in, brakes that aren't like bedded in, yes, it's throwing me off. It is majorly throwing me off, way more than I expected. I'm just never ready for when like the power is getting put out from the motor through the rear wheel on whatever surface I'm on. Like, my body's never at the right spot and it keeps spinning the rear wheel. So there's definitely some adjustments that need to be made. You do have to ride these on this type of trail a little different. I think someone really good at bikes could endo down that whole thing. Okay, further to what we just talked about, I want to try as a little challenge to myself to just see if I can make this whole loop around, well, around here without dabbing, without putting a foot down. There's a few little spots that kind of catch me out every single time. So I don't have a lot of faith that I can do it, but the spots where I usually put my foot down is usually a spot where I get fetched up. This thing's got some power going through the mid-drive motor. Should help. Starting to get used to where to put my body, where to be, so that things don't get too weird. Okay, so right into here. Generally, this climb catches me out, so if I can get this done, pretty hairy, but got it. Okay, now there's just one more spot. Good. All right, I get caught out coming out of this little gully every time. This is super satisfying, but getting up this, yes! Everything else should just be smooth sailing. Sick! Whoa, tree almost took me out. All right. If I put a foot down here, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. We're back. All right. How long did that take? 2 minutes and 35 seconds. You happily lap that. Just playing here over and over. But there's other stuff. So I also spotted this like rock slab wall ride type feature thing that I've never noticed before. And even though this bike is pretty big and heavy, I think I still need to at least get 2 tires up onto it. Yeah! That's sick! Maybe. Oh! Isn't that such a great view? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say brakes sufficiently bedded in. Pretty happy where everything's at. I might move the shifter in just a little bit. The seat can come up maybe mildly. I think it's ready for tomorrow's ride. But I'm gonna shift this video from this to this because, well, it seems like there's gonna be a good crew at the jumps tonight, and I wanna see if I can bully Jonas into doing a bar spin. Just a couple cheesy, childish quesadillas before I go, though. Jonas, you can do pull-up bar spins, can't you?
Yeah.
Good.
Loving peer pressure.
Okay. This is going a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. I mean, if you're gonna go that fast, you may as well actually just be in the air. I don't know how to be more motivational than that. Yeah. I mean, that. Okay, Jonas, you keep working on that. I'm gonna get my bike. How old are you?
I'm 42.
And you started dirt jumping when?
This year.
See, not too old. race or jumping?